Hey Machinima, what's happening? My name's Champainz and today I've got a game of Search and Destroy an Afghan for you guys. And I particularly wanted to upload this video because I entered this game with like a class that is not suitable for Search and Destroy at all. You can see I've got Scavenger as my first perk, which I'd never usually use for Search and Destroy. And I don't have my silencer on, and my kill streak setup is the Predator missile, Harriers and AC-130, which is never really good if you're playing a low scoring Search and Destroy game. But I ended up doing really well in this game. That's why I want to upload it, and I think I'll go clutch in one of the rounds as well, so I hope you enjoy the gameplay. And in this game I basically get invited in by one of my mates. That's the reason why I don't have like a class ready basically. And when you're like put in a position where you don't have the right class, whether it's just like you've prestiged or you're in my situation, you've just kind of got to use what you've got and play to the best of your ability. So I read a comment on one of my older videos and it said something along the lines of Champainz is such an equipment whore, and without equipment he would like not get any kills at all. And I didn't understand this comment at first, because I went back and rewatched the video and I got 3 C4 kills in it, which is like, in my opinion, that's fair enough, because usually I get a lot more like Claymore kills in a game than 3. And like, it's not rare for me to go a game where I get like 6 or 7 Claymore kills in a game. So I got 3 in this game, and I was trying to like understand what he meant by equipment whore, because the end score was 45 and 2. Subtract the 3 C4 kills, which like brings it to around 42 like kills with guns or air support or whatever you want to call it. So in my opinion, that's not exactly whoring out equipment, and I didn't know there was such thing as an equipment whore until I read the comment. And I asked one of my friends like, hey, what's an equipment whore or whatever, and he said, oh, that's someone who relies on equipment the whole game to get kills. And I was like, yeah, but that's not me. And I kind of came to the conclusion that like most people, they just like to argue with you if you don't like abide by their playstyle. And the way I see it is, when I'm setting up my class, I set my class up so that when I enter the game, I've got like every part of that class is going to benefit me in some way. And I know it sounds quite ironic, because like at the minute I'm playing a Search and Destroy game with like a completely naff class, but usually when I enter games, my classes are set so that they will be like 100% beneficial, and the equipment part of that class is nearly always going to be a Claymore, because whether you like it or not, the Claymore, if you like place them in the right positions, can get you 7-8 kills in a game, and I see no problem with that whatsoever. If those Claymores are keeping you alive whilst you're on your kill streak or whilst you're spawn trapping the enemy team, I do not understand why people would like have a go at someone for that, unless they're like on the receiving end, and then it might seem a bit unfair. But in my opinion, when you're setting up classes, you want to set it up so that every part of that class will work for you. And if you're not doing that, like say you're putting like on the throwing knife to get montage clips or whatever, then you can't expect to be doing as well as someone who's using a Claymore. Which is fair enough, because when I get montage clips or when I'm going for them, and I'm sure when a lot of people are going for them, they don't expect to get a 4KD or whatever. They're just like expecting to scrape positive with the hope of like getting some like insane clips that they can like eventually put on YouTube. So basically what I'm trying to say is, I don't see a problem with someone who uses equipment a lot in a game. Because at the end of the day, you're just there to do well and be the best player that you can be. And if using equipment is going to help you like strive towards that, then why would you not use equipment? Anyway, let's talk about the game for the remaining time. So this is me playing with the M16 and holographic, which is my favourite gun at the minute. I think I've got like 1,600 kills with the M16 this prestige, which just shows like the amount of time I spend like using different guns. So I usually just stick to one gun throughout the whole prestige. That works for me a lot. And right here, I was really like on a crossroad of what to do, because I knew both of their team would be defusing the bomb. I mean, not defusing, would be like camping around that bomb, like waiting for someone just to go in and defuse it. And I'm never sure what to do in those situations, because there are two things you can do really. There is either the panic option, where you like panic and run in to defuse the bomb because of the amount of time left, and 90% of the time, if there's still people alive on the other team, they'll be watching the bomb, and unfortunately you'll probably end up dying. So like the route I chose to take was just like hold back. Like there was little to no chance of me like defusing the bomb, so the only real thing that I could do to make myself useful in that situation was to kill some enemies. So what I did is I waited for them to like poke their heads out, and I managed to kill both of them, but there wasn't like enough time left to get the bomb defused, which is unfortunate. But like sometimes it's just what you have to do. Like in Search, there's a lot of situations that can go really badly wrong, and you can run yourself like into a dead end a lot more in Search than you can in like Ground War, because you've only got like the one life. You've got to make like the right decisions every time, and if you're not like making those decisions correctly, then you might as well not be playing. Because a good example of people who don't make the right decisions is when they're the last man alive, and you can easily tell whether they're panicking or they know what they're doing. And when I'm the last man alive in Search, I don't panic, or at least I try my very best not to. I usually get like really excited because it's like the time to show everyone like how good I am, and hopefully I can get a clutch or whatever. But if you go in with that mind frame, you're a lot more likely to wipe out the remaining players or defuse the bomb or do what you have to do than if you see the little icon in the top right come up saying you're the last man, and you just start panicking and you have no idea what to do. You just have to keep it cool when it comes to those situations, and you'll play a lot better than you would if you were to just like run out, panic, and get shot and die. So right now we're just waiting for the last person on their team to like show his face, or at least come out of his hiding spot, because at the minute you can kind of like conclude that he's either in the building or in a building, or just like camping like behind a rock somewhere. And that's what he was doing. And you can see here he should have probably waited like 10 more seconds for the Harrier to turn away from him, and then he should have probably made the run for the cave. But you can't exactly blame him, because our team had air support and we had like the majority of players left on our team, so there was like little chance of him making that. But now I've got my AC-130, which is, I think I've only ever had one AC-130 in Search and Destroy before, and it wasn't nearly as successful as this one, because I actually managed to get like 4 kills with this AC-130, and that's quite a lot considering there's like a maximum of 6 people on the other team. And I was able to call out like their position, so this round happens to go like particularly quickly, because my teammates can just like go and like rush into the bunkers and like wipe them out. So that about concludes this game. The end score was 15 kills. How many assists is that? I think it's 0 assists and 0 deaths. Anyway, if you'd like to see any more gameplay, go to my channel. The link is in the description and will be coming on screen shortly. Tell me what you think about equipment, and thank you for watching.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.